Good morning. Today is Sunday, November 12th. My name is Jillian Major, and I'm a teacher here at First Congregational Church, United Church of Christ in Muskegon, Michigan. I'll be reading a story from Progressive Christianity Curriculum, which First Congregational Church has purchased, but we do not own the copyrights to. This week's affirmation, which is week 10, is, I will remember God is within me and all others. Our story this week is called The Never Forgotten Son. There once was a brother and a sister who loved their father very much. Nina loved to tend to the beautiful flower and vegetable gardens that surrounded their home in the valley. Nathan loved his home as well, and he worked beside his father with joy. But he was always looking up to the hills and wondering what the world was like away from his father's house. One day Nathan told his sister Nina that he planned to leave and seek adventure. Nina tried to talk him out of it, but he was determined. He went to his father and asked for his share of the estate. His father was kind and generous. He didn't hesitate to give Nathan half of the wealth he had. He then told Nina the other half belonged to her. Nina said, "But I'm happy here and I have all I need, Father. I don't want to go anywhere else." "I don't want you to go. Everything I have is yours, dear Nina," her father answered. Her father looked at Nathan with deep love and said, "Remember, you are my son, and you always have a home here no matter what happens." David said he would always remember. Nathan kissed his sister and hugged his father and left his home to find what the world had to offer. There was so much to see and do. Nathan used the money he had to explore strange lands and eat exotic foods. He made many friends who invited him to parties, and whenever he felt a little homesick, they would cheer him up and help him forget. Back at home, his father and sister would pray for Nathan, and they would talk about how much they missed him. Nina worked in the gardens and slowly got used to not having him around, but their father looked down the road every day, hoping to see Nathan come home. Meanwhile, Nathan was having too much fun to give his father a thought, but gradually his money ran out and his friends began to leave him. There was a drought in the land and he didn't have enough food to eat. When he found a job taking care of pigs, he sadly discovered that the pigs ate better than he did. It had been so long, Nathan had trouble remembering his father's face or the sound of his voice. But as he sat among the pigs and thought of all the adventures he had, nothing seemed more important than going home. Nathan wanted to go home. He wanted to see his father and sister again, but he felt ashamed and was sure that his father had forgotten him. Then he had a thought. I could just go back and be a hired hand. I won't ask to be treated like his son. That might work. It was a long and difficult journey, but Nathan finally reached the road leading to his father's estate. Nathan was rehearsing what he planned to say to his father when he saw the house and saw someone running down the road toward him. He was swept up in a loving embrace, and his father cried, my son, you have come back to me. Every day I have waited for you, and you have come." Nathan tried to say what he had rehearsed. "I wasted all your money, Father. I am not fit to be your son. Just let me work as a hired hand, and that's all I will ever ask of you." But his father was too busy calling for the servants and giving instructions for a celebration and wouldn't listen. He told the cook to prepare the best food, and he called for the best clothes to be laid out for his son. He took Nathan in the house and offered him a cool drink and a refreshing bath. He looked Nathan over and said, "It was as if you were dead, and now you are alive again." Nina was out in the garden and heard people calling to her. She came into the house to find everyone running about, smiling and laughing. There was to be a feast, but she couldn't figure out why. She finally was able to slow down one of the servants who explained, "Your brother has come. Your father is so happy he wants a celebration to welcome him home." Nina was stunned. Nathan had come home after all this time. She had worked beside her father every day, and there had never been a party for her. Now her brother had spent half of their father's money and forgotten them for years, and he got a party. Well, I won't go, thought Nina. But Nina didn't realize her father was watching, and he saw her feelings revealed in her face. He knew what she was thinking. He went to his daughter with an understanding smile. "Nina, have I not been with you all this time? Everything I have is yours, and you have been happy and cared for here. Your brother was lost. He was dead to us, and now he is with us again. It is time for rejoicing." Nina felt his love and the joy of knowing her brother had returned. She saw Nathan coming toward her with his arms wide open. She no longer felt selfish, only loving and forgiving. She knew it was time for rejoicing.